I'm pissed off.
Oh, well, that's a start. All right, why?
Well, I'm more pissed at myself for not pulling through with this bet. I was looking at lines on Thursday evening when the Jags played the Saints, of course. It was a line. You can obviously bet anytime touchdown, first touchdown scores, multiple touchdown games, etc., etc.
Right.
I looked at Travis Etienne plus to score 2 or more touchdowns. He was at plus 1,100. I was like, do I want to do that? Nah. I ended up going with the Jags money line, which worked out because then I also doubled down when they were tied 24-24. So I was looking really good. But then, man, I was legitimately mad at myself during the game that ETN scored 2 touchdowns and I did not make that bet. And I'm looking at the line today for the Niners and the Vikings, and I kind of want to put 2 touchdowns for either Brandon Ayuk or George Kittle. I think I might do George Kittle. Seems like a George Kittle game. Plus 1,400, $10 to win 140.
Do it, man.
I just did it, so we'll see.
I didn't even have to tell you to do it. You'd already done it.
Yep, and I also bet on the Rangers to win the World Series. Or, I'm sorry, win the Game 7 tonight.
Oh, yes. We've got, 3-1 right now in the bottom of the second. Philly's got a guy on third.
Well, that's for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, that's the game plan going right now. And then, it's 6 o'clock right now. 2 hours until game time for Game 7. Very nice. Well, episode 99. 99, Mike. We're 1 away from the big 100. The centennial episode. We are at 99 right now. Give me a 99.
Oh, Marcus Stroud.
Marcus Stroud. I'll go Jeff Burton in NASCAR. One of my favorite 99s, the X-Side car. I just wrecked him, as you saw when I was playing my video game there. I just destroyed him. But yeah, 99 episodes in. Thank you all so much for being...
I'll say for putting up with our shit.
Yeah, I mean, we're idiots, and you've stuck around for a long time. Many years. I mean, we've been doing this far too long, and you all have stuck around. So you guys rock for that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Mike, do you want to talk college or pro today first?
Let's talk college, just because that's more fresh in my mind.
Right, because you were just mentioning to me before the show that you watched the Florida State Duke game last night.
Yes, I rewatched the game, and I watched the game. I couldn't watch it Saturday night because I had my cousin's engagement party, so I watched it yesterday evening.
How do you feel? Coming away 38-20 is the final score.
I mean, I don't know. I know
I'm with you, man. We're 7-0. It's a great feeling. We win the game. People are like, "Oh, Riley Leonard got hurt." He wasn't really making a big impact anyway. It's just we destroyed that backup.
Frustrated with our run defense.
It was bad.
Their running back is good.
Moore, yeah, 110 yards.
Moore and Waters, I think, is the other guy's name. So, I was just like, come on, defense, get to him. And also,
Waters.
Luckily, Riley Leonard was banged up. And honestly, that face mask by Fisk was definitely deserved because that was a little excessive. But, I mean, unfortunately for him, it kind of re-aggravated his injury. And I don't know. That game was... Honestly, though, I was keeping track of the game on Saturday night. I was never really feeling nervous for some reason.
I was annoyed, but I wasn't nervous. I didn't like some of... Like you said, the run defense was ticking me off. Some of the offensive plays, I mean, we go through the same thing with the Jags. They were just kind of annoying me.
It's clunky.
It's very clunky. No rhythm at all.
And I don't know if both our teams, the Noles and the Jags, have weapons for days.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first game that the tight ends got involved. Jaheim Bell was getting targets.
8 receptions.
Yeah, Marquise
That's
and Douglas.
That's got to be the most for the season.
What's the other guy's name? Murdoch.
I don't see him with a reception, so I don't know. Kyle Morlock.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Morlock. Yeah, I can't remember his first name, but
never mind. Yeah, 1 for 22.
Oh, he only had one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And who was the other one you said? Bell had 8.
And Douglas
had 2 for 18.
So I mean, they got the tight ends involved, which is nice.
I mean,
I
don't think those other
I got
two
confused with Murlock because I think he caught a good play and then he got called back because of a flag.
Most likely. Speaking of flags, I felt like it was kind of a messy game in that regard. Let me just look here. Yeah, 8 for 50. Not the cleanest game. You go 0 for 2 on 4th down. Again, can't figure out how to do a 4th down play. At least Florida State looks a little better than Jacksonville when it comes to 3rd down efficiency. But 0 for 2 on 4th down. Then again, Duke went 0 for 2 on 4th down as well, so that feels good. One of them was with the backup, but still. The Travis interception seemed weird. Feel like he should know better not to throw that one.
For me, back up to the opening 2 drives.
Yeah, go ahead.
We went for it on 4th down, one inside our own territory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get going for it. Especially the first one had a terrible spot by the ref, by the way.
I was miserable.
I was like, are you kidding me? He got the first down, but the ref did not spot it. Whatever. I'm convinced the refs are just out for the Noles because ACC really hates Florida State. So
yeah, it was Toafili was past the marker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched this entire game while watching the Iceman game. I was in the arena.
You were here.
I forgot I'd bought those tickets on 9/4 because they were $9.04. So I'm like, oh, heck yeah. This is a great deal. It's opening night, date night, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, we get a primetime game. We could have played at 12. We could have played at 3. Would have been just fine. But, of course, we played primetime. So I had it on my phone. I'm watching both. Iceman won, so yay. But
for me, I took some notes on the Florida State game. Like I said, tight ends got some targets. The pick 6, as you were talking about it, was really weird. Like you said, it was a weird play design, play everything.
Yeah.
Jordan Travis seemed like he was forcing it, which I've not seen him force throws since 3 years ago. Really?
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
And then, honestly, the kickoff return by Deuce Spawn, as Chris Fowler said, that was a momentum changer.
That was 2013. That was the national championship.
That was it. Yeah.
I mean, because I was sitting there watching the Natty thinking, oh boy, what are we gonna do? And then that happened. Momentum shift. We win the game. Same thing. Momentum shifted. 21 points in the 4th quarter. Held Duke scoreless in the second half. If you're gonna win a game, I mean, I guess that's how you do it. You come out strong. 3rd quarter was a dud, but the 4th quarter, way to get it done. So we sit at 7-0, the only undefeated in the conference, team in the conference. At Wake. Trap game?
No. Wake Forest's ass.
I don't know anything about Wake this year.
They're just not good.
Mitch Griffiths is their quarterback.
Yeah, it's kind of weird not having
92%.
It's kind of weird not having Sam Hartman back there.
I know, right? Let's see, what are they? They're 4-3. Let's see what they've done. Elon, Vanderbilt, Old Dominion, and Pitt are their wins. Their losses are Georgia Tech, Clemson, and Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I don't think Florida State should have an issue. It's just the fact that it's a sleepy noon game. It's a noon kickoff in that godforsaken stadium. I hate Wake Forest. I literally hate going there. It's literally like Boston College equivalent.
Legacy Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Well, I don't know what the name of the stadium is. Not the name, but the nickname. What is it called? I can't remember. Anyway, Wake Forest. I just remember bad memories as a kid growing up watching Florida State football.
Oh yeah. I'm with you there.
So I think it's like a Boston College atmosphere. Like it's kind of dead. So they got to be motivated themselves. But I really think Florida State will take care of business on Saturday afternoon, in North Carolina.
Yep, 12 o'clock. Flip into looking forward to next week. Florida UGA. Florida have any shot against Georgia?
No. I think Georgia will...
Not even the 7.8% that Wake has against Florida State?
Florida State has a more likely chance of losing than Georgia does, I think. Something about Florida, I don't know how they've gotten 5 wins, but they have.
I mean, if you compare numbers, Mertz has 2 less interceptions than Beck, only
Mertz has played good.
200 less yards than Beck as well. And his completions are about the same too. It's just everything else.
Mertz has played fine, but
Yeah.
I just don't think he's faced a defense like Georgia.
No, absolutely not. Is Bowers still out? It says he's active. So Bowers is back?
No, he's out. He's out 4 to 6 weeks.
I was like, I thought he was still gone. Yeah, no timeline as of a couple days ago. That's gonna hurt, I think, but you know how rivalry games are. They're always kind of like, ooh, what's gonna happen? In this game especially, a lot of times, not in like the 2000s, but
I believe the spread is 19 points. I know that's what it was earlier in the week. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, earlier last week. So it's 14.5 now. Interesting.
you partaking in anything?
What's the over-under? What's the number they have?
49.
I might bet the over. We'll see. I can see it being a 35-20 game.
That's like a really good number. I was kind of
see
thinking around that range. Yeah, 35, 20, 22, something weird.
I can
Where
see
Florida
it
goes
being
for
that
2
because,
and they don't get it.
Now, obviously, I haven't watched Georgia much. They've played absolutely no one. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think 35-20 seems about right. Now, I can completely see Florida maybe if, let's say, Beck just has one of his worst games. But, man, I don't know. I just feel like that defense for Georgia is just too good.
Vanderbilt scored 20 on them, you know? And they could have just been sleepy going into that game, but
to be fair, it's Vanderbilt, and you're going to fall asleep. Here is like there's going to be a rabid fan base.
But like previously against Vanderbilt, Georgia had not allowed a touchdown in their last 3 games before that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shot for Florida to win. I just don't see it. I personally don't see it happening.
I'd say 90-10. There's a 10% chance for me that Florida can win.
Interesting. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, none of us had them beating Tennessee, and they did. So
that's true. That is very true.
I don't know why I'm trying to give Florida the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of creeping me out.
I got to be nice, you know. I got to be a little bit impartial.
I mean, I hope the Gators lose every game going forward, and then they miss bowl eligibility after starting off 5-2.
That would be who did that? Somebody did that not too long ago, and it was funny. But yeah, no, it'd be even funnier if they did it. Let's look at the slate coming up for the weekend. Obviously, your biggest one.
Speaking of, what was that segment we had about? It was around the Sunshine State.
Yeah, Sunshine State Roundup.
Yep,
yeah.
that.
I just didn't bring that up this year.
It's too much going on. And honestly, Florida State's actually good, so we didn't care about other teams.
That's a bigger point. Yeah, I mean, I will give credit to Edward Waters. They've won 2 games in a row within like the final 10 seconds. So go EWU, baby. But coming into this weekend, obviously your biggest game is going to be, in my opinion, Oregon, Utah. I think
I haven't even seen the college football slate this week, which is unlike me.
Well, I have it right here, my friend.
Let's see.
Obviously, we play Wake, Georgia, Florida. You've got BYU, Texas, which could be interesting just because BYU sometimes is sneaky against teams that they should lose to.
Honestly, Texas should have lost to Houston this past Saturday. They got screwed by a bad spot.
Mm-hmm. You've got still ranked, Duke 20 at Louisville 18.
I'm glad. I think that's the game that's most important.
3:30 on ESPN.
If you look at the ACC standings, and I'll pull it up myself, and for whoever's listening, you can pull it up or just listen.
I got it right here.
Okay, perfect. Florida State's obviously the only undefeated team in conference play.
Yes.
There are 4 teams with 1 loss. 2 teams, well, really, there's a lot of teams with 2 losses in the conference. Louisville, North Carolina, Duke, and Virginia Tech are the 4 teams with 1 conference loss. Virginia Tech being in there is hilarious.
That's why I'm shaking my head.
But Duke, North Carolina, Louisville. North Carolina inexplicably lost this past Saturday to Virginia, who is one of the worst teams in college football.
Yeah.
Like, they are 1-5. Their one win was against William and Mary.
Yikes.
When a school has 2 first names in their team name, you're just like, yeah. They lost to James Madison. Another 2 first names.
I was gonna say.
So, yeah. But yeah, North Carolina plays Louisville. I'm sorry, they play Duke in a few weeks. Louisville plays both North Carolina and Duke, and that could very well, these next few weeks could determine the other team in the ACC championship game, because it looks like Florida State will be the number 1 team in the ACC title game. Like they'll be there. They'll be there. I strongly believe they'll be there.
Huh.
So the ACC still got to be figured out here soon, but I do believe that Clemson lost to Miami, which is hilarious. Clemson's season is toast.
Yeah, it is.
They might be scrapping for bowl eligibility. We'll see.
Dabo came out and said maybe we should lose a little bit more to humble.
No, he said to lessen
the bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, Dabo, stop talking.
Get out of here. Another game or another team, you mentioned them already. I just wanted to give props to James Madison. I mean, they are the 25th ranked team.
That's true.
Nation,
at the time, but James Madison finally made the top 25 for the second time in their history. So good job, James Madison.
Last year and this year, and they still can't play for the Sun Belt title, even though they're the best team in the Sun Belt.
NCAA is a joke.
It is.
Speaking of NCAA, did you see that they're investigating Jim Harbaugh in Michigan for sign stealing?
There was just an update. I just got it like 5 minutes ago about the guy. He bought tickets for over 30 games at 11 different Big Ten schools. The Michigan staffer.
Yeah, and none of them were playing Michigan, so that's really interesting.
Intriguing.
And guess what? Harbaugh will not face a single punishment. You know why, right? He's going to go to the NFL. He's just going to avoid all of it. He's just not. Yep, I can see that 100% happening, especially in the NFL. Team's looking terrible. May want to coach. They'll just hire Jim Harbaugh, and I can see the Raiders doing that. They're going to fire Josh McDaniels.
There you go. I was trying to think of a good team at first. Yeah,
Chicago maybe.
I was just looking at them.
Did he play in Chicago, or did he play in? I know he played in Indianapolis.
It wouldn't surprise me if he played in Chicago. He's terrible. So
Jim Harbaugh did indeed play for the Bears for 6 years.
The Bears.
Oh, actually, he got drafted by the Bears. Oh, this is just hilarious. He can 100% go to Chicago. Or did he get
coming
drafted?
home, baby.
Yeah, he selected him in the first round. That's right, the Bears.
He wouldn't have to move very far.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Harbaugh. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just see it. I just see it now. You heard this first on October 23rd, 2023. Jim Harbaugh will be the next coach of the Chicago Bears after this season.
Harbaugh, 2 Bears. I'll write it in the little red book.
Yeah.
2 Bears. Mike, 10, 23, 23. Hey, today's
also,
my half birthday.
I'm going to say this is also pending. I should probably mention pending the investigation of Michigan, because he will be gone.
Hey, well, you mentioned the NFL a couple times, so let's just go talk about the Jags. Thursday night, kind of weird. I was like, after the game, I was like, oh, I guess we got to record tomorrow. I'm like, oh, shit, no, tomorrow's Friday. I don't have to record tomorrow. So 31-24 your final. Our first win in the Superdome in
I don't know,
20+ years.
Also, Trevor's first win in the Superdome, because he lost his only 2 losses in college came in the Superdome.
Yeah,
so.
I know. They only talked about that 63 times. And let me just mention before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of the game
about how bad Al Michaels is.
Al Michaels sucks, man. Please never let him call a Jaguars game ever again.
I got so much interaction on my tweet about that.
You did? I didn't even see that.
He is really an awful broadcaster.
He just doesn't care anymore. He's just getting his bag. And God, what was it, like the touchdown? Oh, the interception return for a touchdown. Yeah, Aluakon's
pick 6. Also, Christian Kirk's touchdown. Like, I'm gonna play it real quick.
Let's see if we can hear it. Go.
I'm gonna just make sure it's not too loud, because. Hang on.
Carr, 3rd and 10, steps up, fires, batted, picked. Aluakon comes up with the interception off the deflection, and Aluakon will take the ball close to the goal line. They are celebrating as if he is in there, and the official says he is. For the moment, touchdown.
It's the same thing he did for the field goal. No flags.
And the Christian Kirk touchdown, he's like, he seems out the 1 yard line, even though it's clear he scored. Like, it's clear. For me, I wonder if Al Michaels has money on the Saints and he's just very upset.
Who's worse, Al or Frank?
No, I'll give Frank. He tries to have emotion. But he's also paid to be the Jaguars broadcaster.
I know, but he's just... I hate him so much.
Lawrence looks, fires.
Fires out of the backfield to fires.
Oh, my
I had
God.
someone come up to me. It's a coworker of Elisa's husband. He was telling me how he doesn't like how he calls it. I never even initiated it, and I was like, boy, oh boy, you came to the right person to talk about that. Let's talk about it.
Oh, my God. They just need to
Goodness.
get rid of Frank Frangie. Honestly, who I think should get the play calling duties?
Scott Mancy.
Oh, yes, him. But I think he's got I don't know what happened. I don't know what's it called? The
Contract?
process behind it.
Oh, the process. Okay.
Trust the process. No, I think JP Shadrick should get in there. I think JP Shadrick's pretty damn good at his job. I've listened to some play-by-plays of him covering college football. He's pretty good. So I wonder if he's going to replace Frangie. If not, I hope to God it's Scott. But
Or maybe they should bring in someone completely fresh and new.
someone not associated with the Jaguars.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. Scott would be awesome. But, I'm just spitballing because Frank's...
For example, the Noles, when Gene Deckerhoff retired, they went on a search, didn't they?
They did.
And I actually like Jeff... what's his name? Is it Jeff Colhan? No. I think it's Jeff Colhan.
Something like that, yeah. He's all right.
I think he's
Scott
good.
and I discussed the other day, we don't really like his touchdown call.
Really? I like it.
I think it's kind of corny.
I mean,
I don't know.
He's still trying. He's in his second year.
Yeah, no, and sure.
He'll adjust it. I mean, I think he's very
But
good.
I think he does a good job of laying the game out. Yeah, absolutely. No one will ever be Gene.
No one. Gene's a legend.
Yeah,
Like he was. Yeah. I don't know who the Bucks have hired. Who the Bucks take?
I don't know, but we just went off on a tangent there.
Yeah.
So, second straight game that an opposing quarterback has thrown over 50 attempts. Derek Carr, 55 attempts for 301 yards.
He is the definition of mid at best.
He's a chucker. All he does is just and
I literally
he's not
called
very
him.
good.
I called him Thursday night. It's Captain Check Down Carr. All he does is check it down, check it down, check it down, check it down. He's not taking deep shots.
Yeah.
Like
Leading
Olave, he got upset at Olave, which I didn't. I mean, the coach said Olave didn't run the full route, but honestly, if I'm Olave, if Olave's if I'm Olave, I'm not wasting my energy going deep if you're not gonna throw deep.
Also, isn't he just a rookie?
Olave's second year.
Oh, second year. Okay. Well,
Olave's fast, man. He's good.
yeah, he is. He is. I wanted to give props to Tim Jones. He actually had 2 catches in this game.
That's because of Calvin Ridley's usage, which another question I have.
1 reception, 5 yards, 4 targets.
And he had 1 run for 0 yards.
Well, we need Zay back.
Because I never thought I would say that Zay Jones is the most critical person on this offense.
And why is he the most critical person on this offense?
Hell
Mike?
if I know.
No, I was going to say, so we don't throw the ball to fucking Jamal Agnew. I am so tired of us throwing him the ball.
Did I not say this 2 weeks ago?
We've talked about this multiple times.
I know. It's oh my God.
Agnew can return the ball. Sure. I don't want him as a wideout. I want Zay Jones back. They put Tim Jones in more. I don't care. Just throw the ball to Ridley, man. Was he getting doubled? I couldn't really tell. I was at a bar.
I think Peterson said that it was the way the Saints schemed up their defense to prevent it, which I'm fine with Kirk getting the ball. Kirk is a very good receiver.
Yeah, 6 for 90, touchdown, 44 yards. That long one, that was
the game winner.
I thought that was going to be a gain of 10, and it turns into a tutty. So, shout out to Elisa for watching the entire game. I got annoyed at one point, so I shut my laptop because I'm like, when they tied it up, I'm like, we're going to lose this game. And I shut my laptop, and she kept watching without me even telling her to. I pulled it back up on my phone, but I didn't tell her that, and she was giving me play-by-play, and it was kind of cool.
Was she... When you say play-by-play?
She was telling me, oh, he caught the ball. Oh.
Did she say who?
Sometimes. If she knew who it was. She loves ETN, so she knows when ETN got the ball.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Does she have any nicknames for players?
Not that I know of.
You know what Julia's
bring that? I was gonna say, does Julia have one?
Flowy hair guy for Trevor Lawrence. I'm like, all right, you know what?
At least it's not Sunshine because that's not original.
I'll say that's completely original.
Going back to the game because we love just getting off on it.
We're literally just going on random tangents here.
Hey, who cares? Who cares? The defense
played lights out.
Aluakan I'm in love with that guy. I mean, he's everywhere. He knows how to lead the team in tackles every time, and he does.
The defense played lights out in the first half, and then they got gassed.
Yeah.
And that's why the Saints came back, honestly.
And hey, props to Smoot for getting his first sack of the year.
Like, I'm just so tired of this Jags offense. And we talked about it last week.
Stalling out.
We talked about the Jaguars' offensive play calling is just so confusing.
First 2 drives, sexy.
I've never seen
10 plays, 75 yards. Well, not the second drive. The second drive was a fumble, but it was gonna be a good drive.
Yeah, it was. And then our defense played lights out, man. Our defense was on it, and they got just gassed. And that's honestly, and we got lucky with Foster Moreau dropping that touchdown, because I guarantee you, if they had scored that touchdown, they would have gone for 2. They would have gone for 2 and won the game.
Oh, absolutely. You've got, so second quarter here, punt, 3 plays, 9 yards. The interception returned for a touchdown. 4 plays, 14 yards. 6 plays, 27. 5 for 26. And then you have the touchdown and then the end of the game.
I mean, and what really upset me, what was the drive where they went like 18 plays? The Saints.
In the second half?
Yes.
16 for 75?
Yeah, I think that was it.
For the touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, no defense can hang on after 16 plays. It is exhausting, and they're just gassed.
No.
And then I think the next drive, the Jaguars went 3 and out.
4.
Oh, 4 plays. Oh.
Because, well, yeah, it was a 3 and out. It was just like a...
Oh, so yeah, and that's another thing. It's like, get your defense some time.
Oh, no, we got 1 first down. Yeah, Etienne ran for 11 yards, and then, 4.
Okay, yeah, so 4 and out.
Yippee. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. We can't just be... We can't continuously use this defense as a crutch, because they're going to get tired, and we're going to face an offense that's going to be better than New Orleans, and we're going to be screwed. I'm not seeing that in Pittsburgh this week. Their offense is putrid, but I'm not worried. We're 5-2. We won 4 games in 19 days. We've traveled overseas.
And now we have 1 game in 17 days.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have some time off.
We're going to get rested up. We're going to get healed, hopefully. I want to see everyone come back that can. I mean, I was just looking at the injury report, too. I think you're going to definitely have, hopefully, Zay Jones back. Goodness gracious. Cisco's going to be fully healthy again.
Cisco, and Tyson back, too.
Tyson back. Walker Little, hopefully, back. I just take your time, guys. Practice, relax. Get yourself ready for a good second half of the season. You want to go over the remaining schedule?
Sure.
Since we're kind of at this halfway, sort of.
I'll say Jags are. Oh, we're still number 4. I thought we'd be number 3 in the AFC.
Yeah, we're not halfway, but anyway, who cares? We're to the bye week. So Steelers, I'm saying win. You still sticking with a win on that one?
Say it again.
Steelers.
Yes.
Okay. 49ers.
Loss.
Titans.
Win.
At Texans.
Win.
I'll go win too. Versus Bengals. That's the Monday night one.
Win.
We should win with the way the Bengals have been. At the Browns.
Loss.
Damn, I was going to surprise you with saying loss too. Okay. Ravens at home.
Win.
Loss. At Bucks.
Win.
Panthers. Win. At Titans.
Win. I say we have 4 losses total on the year. So 13-4. I mean, it's those 6 games. Honestly, you can include 7 because Pittsburgh's gonna be a tough team. Their defense is good, yeah. Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Tennessee, Cincinnati, Baltimore, Houston. Those 7 games are gonna be tough.
Yeah.
And then we end up with 2 cupcakes with Tampa Bay and Carolina,
but knowing us, we'll find a way to lose one of those.
And probably Carolina and give them their first win.
God, in the second to last week of the season, that'd be awful.
Yeah, so I think the Jaguars have a good shot to go. They still have their dreams of getting 13 wins, 12 wins, etc. But I don't know.
It's gonna be a wild ride. We just need to take it, obviously, one day at a time. We need to stop worrying because I'm saying we, but me, I need to stop being so critical and just enjoy the wins. Because they're not guaranteed, and we know that as being Jags fans for so long. So, anyway, anything else you've seen around town that you want to mention?
Nope.
Well, let me go over some nerdy nuts. We're still on the Halloween time. Thank you for everyone that's been using our promo code, because it is still being used. I wanted to mention one that I wasn't sure if you would like or not. You ready for this one? Let me pull her up. What is it called? Maybe by the title you even say no. Midnight Mint Peanut Butter.
I'm assuming it's dark chocolate.
It is going to be mint. Oh, boy. I missed that. There we go. Oh, it is dark chocolate. Wow, I'm actually surprised.
Midnight,
Yeah.
I just assumed dark.
Dark chocolate peanut butter is blended with chopped chocolate cookies and cream, swirled with green mint mallow cream, and topped with more chopped cookies and cream. If it wasn't dark chocolate, because I know you don't like dark chocolate, if it wasn't dark chocolate peanut butter, would you eat it?
Yeah, because I like mint chocolate chips. So.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were on the mint
No,
chocolate.
mint chocolate chip is actually my favorite flavor of ice cream. So
Really? No. I do enjoy it. I would try this one. I might actually pull the trigger. And it's not that much dark chocolate, so you probably wouldn't even notice it, Mike. So another one I thought was kind of cool was the Blueberry Streusel almond butter. Yes, I said almond butter, not peanut butter, and they do almond butter as well. This is salted almonds. Here we go again, not being able to speak. With hints of blueberry crunch, swirled with white chocolate, dried blueberries, and topped with cinnamon streusel. I love cinnamon streusel.
I've never had cinnamon streusel. I may have had it. I just don't know it's called cinnamon streusel.
It's kind of like the sugar that's kind of like crumbly on top of like a coffee cake, or a lot of like apple muffins will have it on top and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
I think it's like brown sugar or something, but it's chef's kiss. Anyway, that's that. I wanted to leave us on one local note. Mike, have you been to Spliff's Gastropub?
No.
It's right here downtown. They're basically known for their mac and cheese. And I know you don't like mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. We did a whole episode on that, I remember. I remember creating that graphic too. But they have other really good things too, like their burgers. Mm-hmm. They are opening their second restaurant. They just opened it on Saturday. It's on Old St. Augustine, right in Bayard. They offer 24 craft beers as well as full liquor. Their coup de trois is a unique twist on traditional gourmet comfort food. So like their Duval Dirty Bird. This is a sandwich I like. Chicken thigh, applewood smoked bacon, pepper jack cheese, green leaf lettuce, tomato, and habanero aioli. Any of these look good to you as I look through to see if any of the other ones... My goodness, the jumbo shrimp mac and cheese, Cajun garlic shrimp, bacon, tomatoes, spinach, and Parmesan.
That looks very much like a heart attack waiting to happen.
I was going to say, yeah.
The patty melt my face is definitely... I like grilled onions on burgers.
2/3 pound patties, cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese, grilled onions, garlic, dill aioli on a toasted Kaiser roll. But yeah, if you haven't checked them out before, they still right here downtown, right near the Florida Theater. But I think it's Forsyth Street right there. And then, yeah, go ahead and check that one out. And they're going to have a third location as well. So if you like spliffs, you're in luck, as they are going to be opening a third location. But I think that's going to do it for us. I mean, we're at, 33 minutes. Yeah, we pretty efficient episode. I guess when we're not losing, we don't have to complain about things as much, and we can get through things a little bit quicker, right?
Oh, 100%. Like, I have a thought.
Oh, boy.
What's more likely? All right, let me clarify that. If the Jaguars went 4-6 over the last 10 games, would you be happy, sad?
If we go 4-6, so that means we finish with, 9 wins?
9-8.
No, I wouldn't be happy.
Why?
I think we're better than that.
I agree. But let's just say we lose to the Bengals, Niners, and Ravens. That's 3 losses. We split Tennessee. That's 4.
What else?
We lose to Houston again. That's 5.
Oh, my frick. Well, then I feel like we're not even a playoff caliber team. If we make the playoffs, we'll lose in the first round.
Probably.
If anything less than 10, I'm not
like over the next 10
with.
games. I want to go at least 5-5.
At least 5-5.
Honestly, the Lions should be 6 to 7 wins.
Yeah.
Because if you sweep your division, the rest of the way, because they already lost once, Houston. Their 3 losses and they take care of business. They lose their 3 games. I would be okay with them losing and winning everyone else. You lose to the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Niners.
Yeah.
But also, I'd be very upset because, like, come on, those are playoff teams, more than likely.
Yeah, exactly. If we lose to all of those teams, it just reiterates, like, we'll make the playoffs, but we don't really, I don't want to say deserve, but we're not at that level. And we should be getting closer to that level this year. We proved last year that we can win playoff games. I want to see playoff favorites this year. You know? I want to be a favorite.
100% agree.
And, you know, to finish things off, because we didn't mention it, dude, basketball's back tomorrow.
I know. I just did a fantasy basketball draft with Fareed and his friends, so I'm down to do that. So I came in second last year, so we'll see how this year goes.
Houston and Orlando square off for the first game of the season. And congrats to Cole Anthony on his extension.
I saw that come in today. I saw that come in right before I left. So
what a steal. The Orlando Magic front office know how to sign guys to extension.
What is that, 3 for 30?
39 or something like that? Yeah.
It's about 10, 15 million
People were thinking he was getting like 50, 60. Oh,
no.
My goodness.
No, he ain't worth that. But
no, he's not. But, hey, you know, I'm happy to have him back in the pinstripes and hoping for a great Magic season. We'll be going to at least 3 games together.
Yeah, probably, give or take.
So I'm excited for that. We'll have some content from that for sure. And I can't wait to go broke buying Magic gear because those throwback unis are clean.
One last thing.
Yeah.
We are, as we were talking about the World Series, I don't know if we mentioned the World Series thing today.
We did at the very beginning.
Okay. Because I know we talked about the 2 touchdown score thing. Obviously, the Diamondbacks are winning right now. I'm just going to, hopefully we assume they win today and they force a Game 7. Who do you think goes to the World Series?
I'm still going Phillies.
I agree.
And
Game 7 tonight.
Texas. Give me Texas. I just can't say Houston because I hate Houston.
Okay.
Give me Texas, though.
All right, who wins it then?
Phillies.
I'm going to go Phillies and Rangers, and I'm going to go Rangers winning it. I
Nice.
think, I don't know why. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be 2 very good teams going at it.
The Phillies' offense has just been so electric.
And they're struggling today, but...
It's only the 4th.
Oh, it's really? I thought it was 6th.
End of the 4th. Yeah. I mean, there's still plenty of time for them to figure things out.
I hope, though, it's the Diamondbacks because that'd literally be the most accurate prediction I've had when it comes to...
Yeah. Did you actually bet on it?
No,
in real life?
I didn't bet on
no?
in real life. No, I bet on... Or I didn't bet. I bet on the Braves to win the World Series. But the Diamondbacks, though, they are literally about to potentially make my preseason prediction of Mike's MLB update.
Mike's MLB update. Ding.
Correct, because I picked the Diamondbacks to go to the World Series, and I think I picked them to win it.
I think you did too. I don't have it in the
I'm
red
gonna
book.
pull up the episode and see.
Well, yeah. Well, you do that, and we'll circle back once they're in the World Series next episode. How about that?
That works. Yeah, that works. If they're in it, then we just plug it into the podcast.
Perfect.
Or plug it into the episode.
Well, for Mike Yashi, I am Keith Manzi. You have just listened to our 99th episode of Dimes on Duval, presented by Nerdy Nuts. Thank you so much for listening, and of course, we'll catch you next week for episode 100. Thank you once again, and we'll catch you next time.
Go Jags and go Noles.